All right, so here's the intro video for an 8-acre tract at Timber Shoals Ranch, right basically at Bull Shoals Lake here. We're about 15 miles southeast of Branson, Missouri, although we're about 45 minutes by vehicle to Branson because you got to kind of wind around a little bit. We're actually just barely in Boone County, Arkansas. The property's here outlined in red. If you look above this little dotted line, that's the state line. So here's Taney County, Missouri, here's Boone County, Arkansas, and then all around us we have Bull Shoals Lake. So Bull Shoals Lake is a Corps of Engineer lake, like Table Rock Lake by Branson, like quite a few lakes. And basically all that means is that the lake and the shoreline is controlled by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and they own a buffer strip of land going back from the water with the idea that then they can raise and lower the lake level at will for flood control and probably for power generation as well. So private citizens like you and I can't own actual water on a Corps of Engineers lake, the waterfront, but we can have access over the Corps of Engineer land to the water. So as you look at this map, for instance, this shaded area, we're on a big peninsula, all this shaded area, that's the Corps of Engineer land. So you have access to that via these little road easements within Timber Shoals Ranch. So you can pull over there, you can walk right to the water. Some of these trails basically go right to the water. In fact, there's an awesome trail that you'll see if you look at the listing page. I don't know if the trail is awesome, but the destination is. Right down here at the south is that sandy beach area. There's also a gravel area where we've launched boats before. And as long as we're on that topic, there's also another good natural boat launch right up here. This is State Line Cove, and there's a trail that goes over the south side of this meadow and hooks up with the Corps of Engineer land and goes right down, and it's a gentle slope, gravel, hard-packed gravel into the water. So we've launched a pontoon boat, we've launched jet skis. Surely you could launch a bass boat there, I would think. This trail is in pretty rough shape, but if you're in a truck or an SUV, you should be okay. So to get to the property, you take Mo Arc Road, paved road, all the way down here to the state line, and the road ends, or actually becomes this guy's driveway at the state line. But you'll take a left and then head south on the gravel easement road. Road splits, take a left, stay right, and then as you get to this Y in the road, you can go either way. You've got the property on both sides. Where should we go from here? Let's zoom in on the property. This is actually one of the larger tracts at Timber Shoals Ranch. This is kind of funny. These aerials, we're on the MapRight program, and they use different base maps. This happens to be a Google map. You'll notice if you do this a lot that oftentimes the different maps are spliced together. The photos were taken at different times, and here's a good example of that. Where you see the big green timber, that was a summer photo, and where you see the kind of the lighter colored area, that was a winter photo. So that's the difference. It's not that this north part was logged, because it wasn't. It's the same property, just photos from different times of the year on this Google map. But with that, this property is basically all covered in good timber. In fact, I believe this is the property, check the listing to be sure, but I believe this is the property where we found some of the largest trees that I've ever seen right here on this north side, like a pine tree that was just massive up there on the north side. So any cutting that's been done would have been done for firewood, and we really didn't see much of that either. So a lot of good timber. This also happens to be one of the most usable as far as being basically level. The entire property basically level. As you look at this topo map, on topo maps, a quick rundown is each line indicates an elevation change of about 20 feet. It's usually 20 feet. It can change depending on the map, but this one's 20 feet. So the closer the lines are, the steeper it is, and the further apart they are, the flatter it is. So as you look, say over here, follow the cursor to the left, where these lines are very close, that indicates quite a bit of steepness. And as you get to where the property is, where the lines are very far apart, that indicates more or less flat or just a very gradual slope. So this is the highest on the south end, and it slopes down very gradually as you get to the north end. I think when we did the video, we parked, I don't remember where we parked. We parked somewhere and we walked into the property, and it just appeared completely flat, but it actually does have a slight rise as you go south. So all usable property. I mean, dozens of building sites on an 8-acre parcel. And geez, and as soon as you get off the road, we've got to be 100 feet off the road for the setback. Once you get in that far, you're basically going to be totally private and secluded. So that's, I mean, what a lot of people are looking for in a building site is some good privacy. So you can come on in and choose your site for camping or hunting or building. As far as hunting, it's, from all indications, fantastic out here. Pretty much every time we pull onto Timber Shoals Ranch, we see a big herd of deer right up here. They always head south, deep into the peninsula. And then oftentimes, if we're driving in, we'll see quite a few deer here as well. We see turkey out here all the time, so pretty fantastic for that. What else do we want to look at here? I think I'll zip way out, and we'll do a street map and just kind of show you how everything is situated. Okay, so here we've got the property. We've got, well, there's Branson right there over on the left. So to get to the property from Branson, a couple ways you can do it. Actually, let's say from Springfield. So Springfield, where our office is located, is right up here. We would take Highway 65 to the south, and then just before, well, a few miles before you get to Branson, you're going to go east on Highway 160. That's right here. Follow that down through Forsyth, stay on 160, and, whoops. Okay, trying to get my bearings. We stay on 160, and then we'll eventually go southerly, or you'll take a west. You'll go right onto Highway M, follow Highway M all the way down through the tiny town of Cedar Creek, which is basically a post office and a convenience store. Go a few miles south from there, and you'll take a right. You're staying on M, so look for the signs, but you'll take a right, and then M will turn into Moe Ark Road right here, and you'll follow that all the way down to the property. And then once you get onto the gravel easement road, switch back to Google Map. Once you get onto the gravel easement road, you'll go through this meadow. You'll hang a left. Stay right, stay right. I feel like I already did this on this map. It's kind of early in the morning and I might be losing my mind. I don't know. But the best thing to do is to print out the maps and whatnot, and we'll be happy to email them to you. We'd be more than happy to email you the MapRite link for this specific map, and then if you get the MapRite app and get the email to your phone, open the email, click on the link. It'll ask, do you want to open it in the app? You'll say yes. And then you'll have this actual interactive map, plus there'll be a dot, a little blue or red dot to indicate exactly where you are. So, I mean, it's basically invaluable on a property like this when you get down here. And I mean, once you get in on these easement roads, it's really easy to get turned around and you'll have no clue where you are. It's happened to us several times. But if you have that MapRite app, you've got the little dot. You can say, oh, I've got to go left here. Oh, I went too far, or whatnot. So we'll be happy to send you the link for that. Just let us know. Check us out at InstantAcres.com. If this property is available, then you'll see it on our website. If it's not, then unfortunately you missed it. But we try to get new great stuff all the time. So hit us up at InstantAcres.com. Email us at sales@InstantAcres.com, and we would love to talk to you.